My name is Sammy Wanyonyi. I am the founder and lead communicator of Shine in the World Ministries. So I grew up in Kenya, in Western Kenya, in a small village. I was one of 23 kids. So growing up in that home, I began to walk alongside my parents as a kid evangelist. And that started when I was 8 years old. I was praying with one of my siblings, and suddenly I experienced the power and the presence of the Holy Spirit, began to speak English instantly and eloquently. Kids did not speak English. We began to learn when we went fourth grade, and at this point I was in second grade, which was an amazing moment. But it was very attractive to the rest of the villagers. And it gave me opportunity and a platform to begin sharing the message of Jesus with them. That is really the moment that I began to share the good news of Christ with people. When I was a teenager, I was praying and asking God, what is your will for my life? And I felt like God was saying, I am calling you to take my good news to many people around the world, to the ends of the earth. And God said, I need you to move from this village to the city. And so I took a step of faith. I remember I had $1 to my name, and I took that $1, entered a bus to go to Nairobi in the night. But it was the beginning of the journey that eventually led me to Minnesota. In '96, while in Nairobi, I was praying, God, show me what's next. And in that moment, God said, I'm going to send you to Minnesota in the United States. I had never really heard of Minnesota. From there, your ministry will start, and then from there, I'll send you to the ends of the earth. One of my big excuses was, God, I'm too ordinary. You don't use ordinary villagers like me to take the gospel to the ends of the earth. You use people like Billy Graham. You use people like Reinhard Bonnke. And God showed me or spoke to me. He said, I actually don't use extraordinary people. All those names you're mentioning, they're ordinary people that are available to me. And as a result, I use them in extraordinary ways. And if you are obedient to me, I will use you too. In '98 January, I found my way to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and landed, came to a small school in Bloomington, Minnesota, and then eventually ended up at Bethel University for seminary and for theology training. And while there, launched Shine in the World Ministries that has been in operation now for 14 years. Shine in the World Ministries is an evangelistic enterprise, an evangelistic ministry. We preach the gospel of Jesus Christ to people all around the world in partnership with the church. Over the last 14 years, we've been in 23 different countries, majority of them in Africa and India as well. And by the grace of God, we've been able to share the love and the message of Jesus with just over 3 million people. We are so excited to see how God continues to use Shine among the nations of the world. And the gospel of Jesus is still the power of God to the salvation of the many peoples all around the world.